Hey, my name is Vashlos if you didn't tune into the last video, and let me catch you up as to how 3.24 Necropolis League start went. It was pretty rough. It was really rough, actually. Quite a lot of suffering, and I just want to be completely clear with you. I am abandoning this character for now. I may revisit it once we have more gear slash currency to play around with, but this has been absolute suffering. Even past adrenaline, ancestral buffs, Poacher's Mark curse so that I have more physical damage overwhelm from using swords and two-handers. It just doesn't feel good. Um, yeah, that's all she wrote, Mr. Yabba Dabba Doo. And I guess I should just show you the character in the passage tree. This probably looks like an utter mess to some of you. You're probably like, oh my god, of course this is how you abandon the character. It looks terrible. I'm not the best at melee. Don't judge me that harshly. But we may come back to it. I won't say this is the end for Double Strike or Die, but I would like to go over some of the things that have convinced me I'm not really having that much fun, or at least as much as I thought I was going to. So, in 3.23, we played through the campaign on a multitude of ascendancies with Double Strike, and it felt fine. We finished the campaign every single time. Were there pain points? Yeah, but that's kind of how most of my builds go, is that maybe early on it feels a little bit bad, but it's more about the concept for me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm more interested on seeing if the idea is possible rather than if it's good or bad. It felt possible in 3.23. I felt like the transfigurations could potentially be interesting enough to explore, and the one that I have been exploring besides Vol Double Strike, we got lucky enough to have a Vol Double Strike, which was honestly Vol Double Strike alone was enough to carry 3.23. Now it feels laughably bad, and where is it? I'm lost. Oh, I forgot I was messing around with totems after I had basically admitted defeat on this character. But we were using Double Strike of Momentum. And the real downside of Double Strike of Momentum is that even if you get knocked back, you immediately lose all stacks. And really where you want to be is 10 stacks because that's the maximum amount of more attack speed you can gain. It it feels really rough to lose those stacks and have to ramp back up because the gym has a lower attack speed um, scaling multiplier. Like what's the right word? Yeah, base attack speed. It has about an 86% maximum, and then I think it has an 86% maximum effectiveness of added attack damage as well. So it has a lot going against it, in my opinion. Especially in a league like Necropolis, where if I just were to take a shot in the dark here, with my imagination, I'm willing to bet that some monsters can just be guaranteed to knock you back. So that alone um, was one of the most frustrating things I came across while attempting to make my way through the campaign. The point that we decided to call it quits was in Act 8. We were about to go and do Lunaris and Solaris. You know what? Just gonna save myself the suffering. I'm confident that I would die at least like 30 times in that fight. So, what does that mean? It means that I need to desperately get out of this town and choose a different character because those sound effects are starting to drive me a little crazy. That's okay. We're alone now in our character selection panel, desperately trying to find Mecha Warp Sniffa. And what is Mecha Warp Sniffa? He's a trickster. I don't know if a trickster is. Sorry, I just saw a fly. It's buzzing around in my face. So annoying. But yeah, he's a trickster. I don't know if this is the right choice, but we're planning on going low life. I'm willing to bet that I'll appreciate that energy shield at that point from some of the ascendancy points. And we are using Firestorm traps right now. You get it at about level 28. Nothing's set in stone yet, still a work in progress. This is something I've played before, but I haven't really like fleshed it out. I've only really messed around with it. I could be using mines, I guess, but I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of mine gameplay. And I would say it works rather well. The reason why I think it works so well is that Firestorm has that unique interaction with itself, whereas First impact deals 325% more damage with hits and ailments, which basically eclipses the downside of trap support. We also got really lucky and had some Deerstalkers drop in Act 5. That was like a holy cow moment. I can't believe that just happened. Forgot I died recently. And yeah, we're not like super tanky yet. Honestly, the league is really scary. But this feels far better than what we were doing on Double Strike or Die. And this is what we're going to push forward with. I hope you'll tune in. Still streaming it every day on Twitch. And I just wanted to fill you guys in as to what my plans are. I'll leave the work in progress POB down below in the description, as well as it will contain a secondary work in progress slash, concept that you could do this exact same thing, but as cold damage with Vortex. Sorry, I'm having like segmented thoughts because I'm jumping between trying to make my character not die and then remember the things that I need to talk about. But yeah, you could do this with Vortex as well, and I'll have a secondary tree for you within that work in progress POB if you want to check that out and play cold damage instead. I think that does it. Thanks for tuning in today, and don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know how your league start went, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.